amalgamation of the RFC and the RAS into an independent air force, and the establishment of an air ministry to oversee it. Here we have the replica aircraft of the Bremont Great War Display Team in front of us to represent the RAF's earliest days. Its official date of establishment was set for the 1st of April 1918. On that date it had almost 23,000 aircraft and more than 290,000 personnel. Also on the 1st of April 1918, a telegram was sent by King George V. It read, "Today, the Royal Air Force, of which you are the Minister in charge, comes into existence as the third arm of the defences of the Empire. As General-in-Chief, I congratulate you on its birth. There were many splendid deeds to come, and here we take a trip back in time 100 years with pyrotechnics as part of the show. The 2018 presentation by the Bremont Great War Display Team. Diving in a collection of Allied and enemy aircraft. Imagine you're standing in a British second-line trench somewhere in the Somme sector of northern France, looking eastwards towards the British front line and towards the German. Aerial warfare was still very much in its infancy at this time, of course. The aircraft that waged that war, by today's standards, were incredibly primitive. But only created them using engines that were often unreliable. And then there were the pilots, young, often inexperienced, their average age on entering the front line just 20, and challenging machines to fly, yet their training was still quite rudimentary. And yet they were thrust into gunfights, like the which has been recreated here by the Bremont Great War Display Team, and they flew without oxygen at altitude and without parachutes. By a display centre, we've got a Royal Aircraft Factory B-2C pursued by one of the most feared German fighters of the war, the Fokker triplane, the Fokker DR-1 with Dreidecker. The B-2C, one of the most significant types of the First World War period, designed by Jeffrey de Howard, first built by the Royal Aircraft Factory in 1912. Early tests of B-2s over Salisbury Bay fire. B-2A and B models were one of the first Royal Flying Corps aircraft deployed to France in the 1940s. B-2C used primarily for artillery observation as well as photo reconnaissance and so forth. Losses were appalling until improved Allied fighters came along to counter the German tanks and the more agile Fokker triplane. The B-2's performance was much criticized, especially formally reversing her actually translated a stable reconnaissance platform. Sadly, the improved B-2E was little better. We've got a reproduction of one of those in a Pacific Park here. There was still the Charles Boddington. It was restored to flight a few years ago by Charles' son Matthew and the aircraft carrier C. Slater. My Royal Aircraft Factory SE-5A. It looks as though it's taken a hint from the other triplane. SE stood for Scout Experimental. The SE-5 first flew in November 1916. The improved SE-5A, the following many leading edges of the First World War, like Albert Hall, Mick Maddox, James McCutcheon, and Billy Dickens, faster than its German rivals. It possessed an excellent rate of climb, the airframe was strong, and it was very active. For a member of the Royal Air Force's Air Defence Force for many years, very different technology in use by then, but so many of the principles of aerial fighting remained and remain. Pilots carried handguns, which they pointed at each other. But very soon, the technology was improved to have a forward-firing gun. And with the advent of that became the advent of it. However, despite the enormous technological changes are still the same, and the basic geometry of any air-to-air combat remains the same. Most of the aircraft that you see here today are engaging in what is known as a single circle fight, where both aircraft are going in the same direction. The aim of the single circle fight to win is to minimise the radius of turn, so that very quickly your circle turns inside the circle of the opposing aircraft and you can bring your guns to bear. As the aircraft got faster and the fight started with aircraft going in opposing directions, came the advent of the two circles. The aircraft are defining two different
trajectory through the sky is the rate of turn with which you can bring your nose to bear on the other aircraft, and the one that does that successfully. Also, would have been dozens of aircraft in a dogfight like this. Today we talk of beyond visual range compact aircraft like the F-35 and the Typhoon.
Nothing like that in those days. The pilots were literally using the aircraft rudder to make turns and just try and get a shot on their opponent. The action would be first flown in July 1917. Just 320 of them were built though, and that's despite the fact that it is extremely famous as a result, particularly of the Red Baron, that's of the Great War down. Fox did so. This would become the aircraft suffered serious structural problems which entailed further orders. Absolutely in amongst the British aircraft, one of them tailing an SE-5A, the other still bringing its guns to bear on that poor old B-2. The Royal Aircraft Factory aeroplanes were much derided by, amongst others, C.G. Gray, the extremely opinionated, one might say,
By 1918, he decried the fact that the name of the initials of the new service, RIAT, were the same as those of the Royal Aircraft Factory.
However, the SE-5 and SE-5A particularly helped regain something of the factory's reputation through their deeds. The sort of fight we see going on now is not untypical of what would have happened over the trenches in 1918. I would suggest that the majority of the kills that would happen on an air-to-air mission like this come from an aircraft that has managed to get in unseen on its opponent. A light aircraft, this replica. It was a two-seat monoplane ground attack aircraft, first flown in December 1917, but just 47 of them were built and delivered by the time of the armistice on November 11th, 1918. And it's diving in here with one of the SE-5As. All the while we remember those who fought, whether in the air, at sea, or on the ground.